has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Welcome once again to the Oman Cricket Academy. These are live scenes from the Al Amarat Stadium, turf number 1 as Oman Cricket D20, powered by Fancode, and we are on match number 22. This is going to be a very, very crucial and exciting contest between Majees Titans looking to top the table versus Renaissance Challengers who want to challenge the ones at the top. And without wasting much time, let's head down to the sidelines where we have Pranav Mehta with the two captains for the toss.
It's toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. The Oman D20 and the dominating Majees Titans look to take on the spirited Renaissance Challengers. Alongside me, the captains, Majees Titans, Amir Kaleem, Renaissance Challengers, Hamad Ifraq, and also Zaman Qureshi, the match official, to make sure the proceedings are right. Amir Kaleem, flip the coin. Conjure is the call. Conjure it is. Hamad, सबसे पहले congratulations. क्या करना चाहेंगे और क्यों?
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। हम लोग पहले बैटिंग करना चाहेंगे और हम लोग एक अच्छा टोटल 150 प्लस सेट करना चाहेंगे और फिर बाद में इंशाल्लाह उसको डिफेंड करना चाहेंगे।
पहली विन आपको मिल चुकी है, कितना सेटिस्फैक्शन है टीम कैंप में और टीम का मूड अब क्या है?
बहुत पॉजिटिव एटमॉस्फेयर है इस टाइम टीम में और इंशाल्लाह हम इस मोमेंटम को आगे भी कैरी करेंगे और इंशाल्लाह इस टूर्नामेंट में जब तक हैं हम लोग फाइट करेंगे।
और टोटल्स के बारे में बात करेंगे, टोटल्स आपके दिमाग में क्या टोटल है?
150 प्लस इट्स अ गुड टोटल इन दिस विकेट, सो हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे 150 प्लस स्कोर करें और बाद में उसको डिफेंड करें।
और टीम में कोई चेंजेस?
या एक चेंज है टीम में, उस्मान इज गोइंग आउट एंड इब्रार इज कमिंग इन। थैंक यू।
गुड लक।
थैंक यू सो मच।
AK, they're going to be batting first. What would you have done?
No, we are going to ball first, I think. These guys
they're batting first.
They are batting first. So, yeah, yesterday game also, we control well and we restrict the opponent 51 runs. So, today also we plan to, restrict this team also anything 130 or 40 runs and, second inning due also there. So, we'll try to use that factor. And one thing, yesterday we dominate first 15 overs. We lost the game, last 5 overs. So, we try to correct the mistakes.
And what makes Majees Titans so special?
Majees Titans special because, everybody was, charged up, each individual performing, wherever they got the opportunity. And this is something we are looking forward. And, the morale of the team also good. So the gelling of the, players and environment also good. So that's why, the team playing as a unit.
And any changes in the side?
No, there is. We are going for same team.
Good luck then.
Thank you.
Right, then the news from the sideline is that Renaissance Challengers, a dominating factor, not really. They're getting in the mix of things and they won the toss and they're going to be batting first.
Well, absolutely. A very, very important decision as far as Renaissance Challengers are concerned, and even more important for the Majees Titans who are looking to break into that confirmed spot top of the table. Majees Titans first, Amir Kaleem, Abhinav Sharma openers, and then Abid Khan, Aryan Bisht, Ferisco Adams, Jihan Cloet, Hemal Tandel, Shafiq Jan, Usman Ali Afridi, Wasim Ali and Vishwa Vijay Ratne rounding that off. To take you through the Renaissance Challengers, we've got Jamil Zaidi alongside me.
Thank you, Amin. For the Renaissance Challengers, actually, Amanullah Rafiqi, Asif Khan, Hamad Ifraq comes a brilliant knock yesterday. Hanifullah, Ibrar Hussain is the entry today, Muhammad Rafi, Nadeem Khan, Purtivi Machi, Sufyan Mahmood and Sayyid Amir.
Winning the toss, selecting to bat first, Renaissance Challengers, they'll want to get a good total on board and then back their bowlers to certainly defend that, and that total has to be in excess of 150 if this wicket still remains true to its inherent character. Lot of runs on offer, and lot of positive energy now in that Renaissance Challengers dugout after that win. On the other hand, Majees Titans, the pressure should be on them in this matchup because they're looking to book their ticket to the final.
Absolutely. Yes. And I'm sure Renaissance Challengers after yesterday's win, definitely their morals are up. And for Majeed Titan, it's a must-win game for them to be on the top of the table. A very good context in place right now.
For the Majees Titan, it's going to be Hemal Tandil with the ball in hand, and a very, very effective bowler, and what a brilliant signing this season for Majees Titans. Up against Prithvi Machi, the left-hander, the southpaw, looking to dominate. Hemal Tandil right from the word go. He hit that ball very, very hard towards the square leg region, but it's only going to be one. However, intentions and warning bells for the Majees Titans at the moment.
Spot on. I mean, this is what I was thinking to tell, that they are really right on the top at the moment. The intentions are clear to go for the runs as much as they can get, and that's the right thing to do. They have nothing to lose, but definitely with the morale they are playing, they, as you correctly said, 150 plus 60 will be a good total for them to defend.
Another dangerous batter out there, the right-hander Asif Khan Pathan, a left-hand right-hand combination for RC at the moment. Oh, he nearly chopped that one onto his stumps. He's looked out of sorts, but Asif Khan Pathan is an absolute cracker, a firecracker of an opening batter. He's literally wasted his time earlier on in this season playing down those weird knocks down the order, but this is his inherent position at the moment.
Well, he has to do something today, of course. You have correctly said he is a swashbuckling opening batter, but runs are not coming from him from the last couple of matches, though he was being sent at number 8, number 9, but from last 2 matches, he is coming at the right place. Let's see what he's going to do today.
Once again, charging down the track. Ooh, this was close here. Collected very safely by Jihan Cloet behind the stumps with the gloves. But this was absolutely superb from Hemal Tandil. Good comeback.
Hemal Tandil is bowling very well since the time he has joined this Majees Titans, getting the wickets at the right time, and especially in the couple of initial overs, over number 2, number 3, and giving what team asked from him to get.
Certainly bowling with some bit of pace here, Hemal Tandil. The first 2 balls were somewhat not in the right areas. Prithvi Machi taking him out of the equation on the first one. The second one not going his way. Outside edge, this time he guides it towards the third man region for another single.
Rightly played. He is an attacking batter, Prithvi. Always coming to bat and start playing his shots, putting pressure on the bowler. This is first come, first attack situation for him.
Renaissance Challengers season not in their favour at the moment. From here onwards, you've got 3 matches remaining, so as many as 6 points can be collected if they win this one and the next. And after that, you just add 2 more to it, you're on 8 points, so nowhere in contention at the moment to making that top 2, because the top 3 teams are on 12, 10 and 10, which is Royal Oman Stallions, Yalla Shabab and Majees Titans. Net run rate in favour of Majees Titans versus the Yalla Shababs, but otherwise it's more or less a done deal. It is a 3-way battle.
Well, nothing to lose for Renaissance Challengers. With couple of wins, their morale will go high, and for the coming tournaments, they will be becoming a unit again.
Oh, edged and over the slip. Amir Kaleem jumped to all he could. However, it's just going to end up in favour of the right-hander Asif Khan Pathan. 7 for no loss after the first one.
So the reckless one tried to play it onto the mid-wicket or to the fine leg, got top edge, overslips, 4 runs results.
Good impressions by both the Majees Titan opening new ball partners. First it was Hemal Tandel and now it's going to be the left arm seamer Abid Ali. Very, very talented and extremely accurate and powerful performer for the Majees Titans. One of the reasons why they have done well. In the air, he's tried to look to play that upside, inside out. Going to be a couple of runs in favor of Prithvi Machi, and you can already see the change in attitude of Prithvi Machi. He realized enough is enough. I've gotten a chance to break into the squad once again. Opening slot, this belongs to me, and I'll look to play an aggressive brand of cricket and impress everybody, and he's succeeding to do that.
Yes, absolutely. He is always come and attack, play his natural game. That's the right thing for him. And he's almost cemented his place. In a couple of matches he was out, but now, since the day he has been inducted, he has shown some class that, yes, you correctly said, he wants to cement his place at number one.
Looks to guide that towards third man, but ends up to Wasim Ali at backward point. What Prithvi Machi has done last night is that he's instilled a new sense of belief for the Renaissance challengers that they are a very, very more than decent side, and this is just an off season here. Yesterday, Captain Hamad Ifraq as well, he was pinpoint clear, mentioning that one bad season does not define the quality and the champion quality Renaissance challengers has in them. Oh, looks to hit that one all the way out of the boundary ropes towards the deep mid-wicket area. All he does is hit it back into himself, inside edge.
They are a very good unit, but unfortunately this season they're not clinging up. Actually, the main issue is with their batting, which is not clinging up. All the good players are there, brilliant all-rounders are there, but they're not coming up as the expectations from the Renaissance Challengers management. But in the yesterday's match, they came back with all guns playing and won the match.
This time once again looks to hit towards the offside, but gets that inside edge towards mid-wicket. Another single to be taken, so they like this approach at the moment, but what needs to be done is to capitalize the power play stage.
This is what they are trying, both Asif and Prithvi. Asif should get some runs. He's really a dangerous batter. Once he's come to his crease, he will really smash any bowler at his will.
In your opinion, what should a batter do, such as Asif Khan Pathan? You've not got too many runs, but then you have the reputation of being such a powerful striker of the ball. Looks to take a quick single, will get it.
To me, it's the consistency of the batter's position. If you are an opener, genuine opener, no issues. You are not getting runs, but your management has to give you chance to act as 3-4 matches to come play. If it doesn't score, no issues. That gives you the confidence. Actually, that's where Asif Khan was lacking in this tournament.
From game number 1 to 5, I believe he was playing right in the lower middle order, if one might like to put it that way. Oh, big shot from Prithvi Machi. It's high up in the air. Two fielders looking to get underneath it, but will not be able to do so. Ferrisco Adams will only return it and make sure that a couple of runs and nothing more. 2 overs gone. Renaissance challengers are 13 for no loss. Hemel Tandil will continue from the Oman LNG end. It's 13 for no loss. Renaissance challengers. Oh, this one took a wild swing at it.
Well, Asif Khan must have some confidence. Just go for the singles and doubles. You are a beauty playing hard cricket, smashing the bowlers, but currently you are out of form. Go for the singles and doubles, not losing any delivery. That will give him the confidence. He's trying to smash right the first ball he received. That's maybe the wrong thing for him.
Wide this time. Yeah, well, it's interesting you brought that up. There are certain kind of players who would always want to, you know, get some runs behind them and try and, you know, score a few quick runs, and then they start feeling that, yes, things are going their way. We'll start feeling more confident and back themselves to score and get out of form.
But when you have got chance, what I'm saying that this is the third time he has been opening the innings for Renaissance challengers. By now he must have got his confidence back. Play some good cricket, good runs to the team.
Looks to play a dot at the moment. But is this pressure building here for Renaissance challengers now? Majees Titans in this over, Hemel Tandil specifically, just one run of that extra. A couple of deliveries have gone for dot. Will he look to release the pressure? Will he look to hit it towards that cow corner, a slog? Because Asif Khan Pathan has been itching to get some few runs, some quick runs and impactful innings. Oh, he's top edged. Aryan Bisht will not make a mistake. Wicket for Majees Titans. Renaissance challengers and Asif Khan Pathan's woeful D20 powered by Fancode just keeps going on and on and on. He'll walk back into the hut.
Once again, Hamilton, look at that one. Ball was outside the off-stump, lifting delivery. He played it on across the line, played it to the safe hands of Aryan Bisht. And once again, I was talking about him. He loses his confidence, I believe. Anyway, wicket number 1 down, 14 for 1, Renaissance challengers.
Hamad Mirza, and probably another name that requires a little bit of inspiration. Why to start off with?
Another player who needs to get some runs to his credit. He is a part of my national team, but again, this time he is struggling to get some runs for him, and that is very, very important for him. To that, the team will be traveling to Asia Cup next couple of weeks, and it will be, he is an asset for Oman national team, and he should come up with some good runs to his credit to get the confidence.
Well, absolutely. Now is the right time for Hamad Mirza to make sure that people still hear about him. Another delivery nearly chopping it back onto his stumps. Some sort of an affair between Hemel Tandil and inside edges onto the stumps. In good movement, I believe. He's getting in the air. That late swing. Very, very nippy bowler. Momentum based.
Absolutely spot on. Bowling brilliantly with the pace and of course some variations also. Always hard working getting wickets for his team in the first 2 or 3 overs. and trying to done his job for the team. Get 1 or 2 wickets in the first 2-3 overs.
Oh, this time he's flicked it off his legs. Some runs here for Prithvi Machi, as many as 2. He'll run that first one hard so that the second gets a more comfortable.
He is on the run, Prithvi. He doesn't like to lose a single delivery. He'd like to go to get runs on each and every ball he is facing. Very, very positive approach.
And that's the way to go about it, Prithvi Machi. Looks to score very, very quickly. Very restless out there at the top of the order. And gives it his all. Very powerful towards the offside. And does not hesitate to play the unorthodox shots. Overall, a complete opener. Oh, a little bit of mix-up there, and they'll want to prevent that from here onwards. No damage done, but then that single would have certainly put them in a spot of bother. 3 overs gone, 19 for the loss of 1. Three overs done, 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. Majees Titans versus the Royal Challengers, or I beg your pardon, Renaissance Challengers. Prithvi Machi, 10 ball 10, and all eyes on him to see him do a little bit of pyrotechnics here, clearing the infield. This intent from Prithvi Machi is something.
Well, he is trying to get first boundary, but I think credit goes to the bowler. They are bowling with fierce space and fierce space. Look at that team practicing out on the second. Young girls coming in playing. What a lovely sight at the Oman Cricket Academy. Everyone is enjoying here.
Oh, he's taken a little bit of time there for it to land in Wasim Ali's safe hands. Prithvi Machi finally succumbing to his intentions of getting that boundary, that elusive boundary. And what's going to happen is Abid Ali will be celebrating a wicket, a well-deserved wicket for the Majees Titans.
Once again, his intention to play on to the onside, this time top edge of the bat. And very nicely taken by Wasim Ali. The wicket number 2 for Renaissance Challengers.
New batter in, and he's the man with clear intentions that he's not going to go down without a fight. He played quite a dangerous and absolute beast of an innings. Hamad Ifraq, captain of the Renaissance Challengers.
He showed intention yesterday. He's a very, very brilliant batter. Scored match-winning knock yesterday for his team.
Have a look at this wicket once again. Just gets to the wrong side of the bat and he skied that ball very, very high. Took forever to reach Wasim Ali back down on the ground. Persisting with that slip, good idea.
Yeah, definitely to put the pressure on. 2 wickets already they have taken. And now it is bowling outside the off stump for the right-handers.
Oh yes, just trying to keep it very, very wide outside the off stump and resulting in an extra. But the tactics are right. But however, I would still like Abid Ali to bowl up, attack the stumps and move it across the batter rather than keep it away out of his reach.
Yeah, this is what he has to do, being the left-hander, and to bowl the right-hander, angling the wicket, angling the bowling towards outside the off stump.
He'll have to trust his instincts to just keep it very close to that off stump, that sort of corridor over there. And that's when, that first slip will be effective. At the moment, just running for their lives for that second run, and he'll be able to get that to his name. Hamad Ifraq off the mark.
Good start for him. 2 quick runs. Good running between the wickets, between Ahmad and Mirza.
Couple of deliveries remaining. Looking to charge. Played uppishly. Never looked in control of that shot, but it's going to be a single nevertheless.
Very positive attitude from Ahmad Ifraq. And what he did yesterday, he tried to take it out from where he left yesterday. Get some good runs for the team on the board.
At the moment, all eyes on Hamad Mirza now. He's been awfully quiet at the top of the order. He's got his chances. You wouldn't be complaining about the chances that the team management has given him right at the top in a position that he really likes to bat in.
One good knock will definitely take the pressure off from him. End of over number 4, 25 for 2, Renaissance Challengers. Himmal Tendel continues a brilliant bowling performance so far, getting the wickets. Ifraq this time played it out towards the short mid wicket.
Yeah, still looking to get some bat behind it at the moment. 25 for 2, and yeah, they've gotten off to a start, but not as convincing as they would have liked to, because Prithvi Machi is already back in the heart, and so is Asif Khan Pathan. So 2 big hitters, somebody who know how to score very, very quickly, are not there in the middle. But Hamad Ifraq, if he continues to play the way he had last evening, things can look a little different. Just like that, charging down the wicket, using the aerial route, the ball should race to the boundary, and yes, it does. Ferisco Adams just gave up at the last moment, not deciding to pull in the drive.
The first boundary for Renaissance Challengers. And all the 25 runs to the courtesy of Prithvi Machi, who came back, start putting runs on the board. And now Hamad Ifraq has come. As we're talking about Hamad Mirza, lot of runs due from him. And the big tournament is coming up. So he should get some runs to get his confidence back.
Himmal Chandel, he's been hit for a boundary, so he'll look to make a comeback now. Oh, nearly there, nearly there. That was in teasing distance outside the off stump.
Once again, not looking at the ball, just it is called pre-planned shots. He knows that I have to put it to the mid wicket or the cows or the long on, and the bowler has different options at bowling outside the off stump, slightly away from the off wicket.
Hemal Chandel looks to cut, never in any sort of good looking shape. Hamad Ifraq to position that ball in his favour. And that has been the problem. They're not looking to play the normal shots here. They're not looking to play proper cricketing shots. They're just so much under pressure to get that win and to score a few runs and under their belt.
What I feel that actually he's playing too early. He should wait for the ball to come. You know, both the deliveries are outside the off stump, and he played it too early. So he should wait for the ball to come, and then he can cut it or whatever he like to the offside. He's bowling outside the off stump.
Once again, looks to hit it downtown, but all that's going to happen is that the ball is going to be collected by the keeper. He gets nothing but air. Frustration continues for Hamad Ifraq.
Well, brilliant bowling from Hemal Tandon. He is really bowling his heart out. In every match, got a couple of wickets in the earliest part of the game. Today also he got a wicket. And now he's making things difficult for Hamad Ifraq. 3 deliveries, he didn't score, not even ball touched the bat.
Only a boundary of this over so far, and one of the captains did mention that the dew could be a little bit of a factor here. It's awfully muggy this evening. Since the afternoon even, it was just blazing down. So plenty of work to do for the towels that everyone's carrying. The ball has to be kept dry. The ball has to be maintained. Swing in play. Oh, bowled him. Persistence by Hemal Chandel. And the pressure on Hamad Ifraq as Renaissance Challengers will end the 5th over with a wicket. 3rd wicket, as a matter of fact, for the Majees Titans, and Renaissance Challengers wouldn't be pleased.
Once again, reckless shot from Hamad Ifraq. I mean, he was not at all comfortable playing Hemal Tandon. This time he bowled him within the wicket, in swingers, rooting the wickets out of the ground. Wicket number 3 back to the pavilion for Renaissance Challengers.
So wicket on the final ball of the previous over. The captain, who got the player of the match in their first win of this tournament, is back in the hut. Arrives Hamad Mirza. Oh, look at that. Pouncing on its prey like a panther there. Brilliant effort.
Well, thank you, Mudassir, joining us. Actually, this is something which Renaissance Challengers better have done throughout this tournament, especially the openers, number 1, number 2, number 3, or the wicket back into the dugout. Some responsibility has to be taken, as they did yesterday.
Wide, he's telling that brush his pads. Usman Ali is still not convinced, but the decision has been made. Mr. Freddy, he says, carry on with the game, and Hamad Mirza, you just cannot ask the batter to tell to the umpire, yes, whether it's brush your pad or not, because the decision has been given, so you need to go ahead with the game.
Yeah, possibly discipline should be there at all the cost. Whatever umpires have done.
Yeah.
Beautifully bowled by Usman Ali. And Hamad Mirza is really struggling throughout this tournament. He is a very, very essential part of the national team. He should come up some good runs as the big tournament is coming up.
Onto the back foot. This is what happens. Even the ordinary deliveries, you cannot find the way to get runs straight towards the fielder when you're short of runs, short of form. Even singles are hard to come.
He's playing in the hands. Slightly with the soft hand he can play and get the single rather than playing all full-flooded shot. Look at that one. Beaten outside the off stump. Totally out of form, and what an over from Usman Ali.
That to the final over of the power play, just a couple of fielders outside the circle. He started off brilliantly, Usman. Just one run in the shape of wide. What an over. Brilliant. Wickets tumbling down, and the pressure mounting on Hamad Mirza. And Amanullah yet to face a delivery here. 6 overs gone, 30 for the loss of 3. The signal from the Zaman Qureshi states that it's the end of the power play, and getting ready is Shafiq Jan. Amanullah had a decent tournament. When we talk about the performances for Renaissance Challenges, he stays at the top of the table for me. Nicely managed into the gap, going past that point fielder. Excellent shot and the right time to welcome Pranav Mehta in the com box.
What an incredible entry into the com box. Amanullah, the very first delivery, cuts and cuts hard in the gap, and it's going to be a boundary. So this is a good start, not just for me, but for Amanullah. He's been one of the pick of players for Renaissance Challengers. Performance in bits and pieces, filling those gaps, all important gaps, with the ball, with the bat.
Sharply coming in, and he raises the finger. What a delivery. With that angle coming into the right hand batter, Amanullah who got a boundary. The man who looked good, he departs.
Commentator's curse. The most evident thing here at the Oman D20 is the commentator's curse. Every time we've appreciated somebody, it takes fraction of a second. Don't know if I can reverse that commentator's curse, but at the moment, Amanullah is going to be walking back to the dugout, dejected, disappointed. 4 down is Renaissance Challengers very early in the game.
Fourth wicket down, walks in Sufyan Mahmood. And give you a good lesson here, Pranav. Whenever Oman national team is playing, please don't praise any players. This is the lesson we learned from this D20. Whenever you praise any player, the back in the head on the very next ball.
That only happens in the Oman D20. In the international circuit, the more you appreciate them, the better they prosper. I don't know how and why. It's not even if they can hear us, you know. If they can hear us, probably I would understand. But a wonderful in-swinger. In no man's land was Amanullah, not looking to play any kind of shot. Probably he knew it as well.
And under the lights, the behavior of the wicket completely changed. The ball just zips off the surface, cutting in sharply.
And he's a very different kind of a bowler as well. That will go to the boundary. Hamad Mirza, one of the senior pros of Renaissance Challengers, coming into the equation at the right time for Renaissance Challengers.
Technically very solid, short of runs, but it will boost his confidence. The way he got this boundary, leaning on the front foot, angling the bat towards that point region. Brilliant timing and placement, fetches him 4 runs.
A lot of expectations on this young sensation. And the reason I say that is because he came to the national side and his performances were exceptional. And what made him special was his attacking gameplay. And that's where we want to see more of those attacking intent from Hamad Mirza.
And I really don't understand why do you want to change your approach while batting. You got plenty of runs by playing your natural game, and that is the reason you were called, you were given that cap at the international level. Now all of a sudden, after playing few international matches, we are seeing a different approach from Hamad Mirza. Is that the extra burden or the responsibility?
It is the pressure. It is the pressure of performing consistently. What got him was his hard work, his persistence, and we'll talk more about it in the next over. 7 overs done, 39 for the loss of 4. Renaissance Challengers are crawling right now. Continuing with our topic, Mudipa, one of the main reasons is that at this level, the players with whom you're competing are professionals and they read you very quickly. They're always looking for those loopholes in your entire package. And that's where a lot of players understand that Hamad Mirza is very strong on the offside. And that's why they keep it tight, close to his body. So they are always playing with your positives, your negatives. So that's a factor of consideration as well. And also, if you're talking about Hamad Mirza and his mental presence, the pressure of performance, consistent performance, never too easy to stand up to. We've seen the biggest of players, the biggest of names collapsing to it.
Thick outside edge, ball racing towards the fence. Is there a stopping? Look at that brilliant stop. That slide at the right time, saving few runs. The fast bowler showing some great commitment and rightly applauded by his teammates.
Abid, the pace sensation, the younger brother of Bilal Khan, but on this, he's making a name for himself. Oh, this is brilliant, brilliant effort. Extraordinary. Exemplary. Looking for a quick single, won't get it on this occasion. What do you think about it? What are the reasons for those failures, not able to stand up to the expectations? Can you think of anything else?
Maybe sometimes you just get carried away once you achieve your goal. Because he's such a talented player. He's a batter, not only domestic circuit, but when he started his international career, we have seen the way he got those runs, especially in the 50-over format. Whenever the team was in need. He came and got those quick 50s as well as played some responsible innings. And also thinking a lot ahead. Also put that extra pressure on the player. But we hope he comes out of this grey patch.
Another factor that I can think about is the advices. Once you become successful, a lot of people give advices. And that could be a factor as well. Just like us, giving him advices. And we'll come back to more for it. 44 for the loss of 4 at the end of 8. Shafiq Jan continues from the Oman LNG end. He's bowling one of those incredible spells. 9 runs in his first over, but that prized wicket of Amanullah. Full toss. Falling just short of the fielder at short mid wicket. Amr Kaleem. And immediately Amr Kaleem having a word with Shafiq Jan. He hasn't been happy in the previous over as well. He was very straightforward to indicate to Shafiq Jan, this is not acceptable from your standards. You have to get your plans right.
Especially after that previous night loss to Royal Oman Stallions, where they were in control.
Much better. Quick single from Sufyan Mahmood. How important is Hamad Mirza and his gameplay? And what makes him special is that unorthodox shots. You generally see a field set, what would you see? Covers? Area behind covers is the vacant area. He plays that shot inside out. And that's where he's very effective. Every time he's looking for a boundary, inside out, over covers, boundary. He likes to play those unorthodox sweeps, reverse sweeps, late cuts. He's a very busy player, very fit. Cut over point. Oh, this is a good effort. Might just be a couple of runs.
What an effort. Brilliant by Abhinav. Putting that full length dive, going for that catch. Commitment at its best in this game by the fielders of Majees Titans. And talking about Hamad Mirza, rightly said by you, and I completely agree. We haven't seen that his strength, the shot which he used to play over the covers. Not a single shot in this tournament so far from the blade of Hamad Mirza.
Exactly my point. He's very similar to the likes of oh, very lucky there. Very lucky. Hamad Mirza riding on luck. It was going to be chopped on. Presence of mind saves him. Amr Kaleem can have a laugh with him. He's very similar to the likes of Vinayak Shukla. Both these batters, look at that. Presence of mind is what saves him.
The second attempt, can you put the ball out of the ropes? Do you get runs? What does the rule says?
Not a game of Lagan. Outside edge, living dangerously, living successfully. They're pushing for the second and they're going to require to hustle. This is good running.
He wants to keep the strike. He wants to face as many as deliveries possible. But look at that. This is what happened a couple of deliveries ago.
Definitely that would have connected onto the stumps. And that would have been a disastrous position for Renaissance challengers. And this is a prime example. He's playing with soft hands. Extra soft hands than what is required. This is the sign of a player not being in that kind of a form where he wants to be. He's a premium player. No two thoughts about it. He's one of those exemplary players. Very highly rated. And we'll talk more about it. 9 overs done. 50 is breached by Renaissance challengers for the loss of 4 wickets. AK, Amr Kaleem comes into the attack from the Oman tail end, realizing this is a very important stage, and immediately brings in the ram ball.
A true leader. Amr Kaleem, whenever the team is in need, he's the one who step up and take those challenges. The way he bowled that 19th over, a brave move against Vinayak Shukla, and that was the over where the difference could have been 18-20 runs easily, though they have lost the game, but he has been exceptional when it comes to the leadership qualities.
And the difference between Amr Kaleem and any other player is his fitness. Player of his stage generally retires because they are not able to cope up with the strength and conditioning of their body. And when you're talking about Amr Kaleem, he's extremely fit. And that's what makes him very, 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 very special. Probably he would have never in his life been as fit as what he is right now. And the performances that he's bringing with the bat, with the ball, in the field, extraordinary.
That has been the X factor when we talk about Amir Kaleem. Not only the runs and wicket-taking abilities at this age, but also he's giving a tough competition to the youngster when it comes setting up the fielding standards in the field. He's already created one.
If you're talking about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, some people might say he needs to retire. Some people might say he needs to play. But if you ask anybody in Oman, should Amir Kaleem play? Not one person would you find would say he needs to retire. That's the kind of fan following and love that he receives from the local audience. It's the halfway mark. Much needed breather for both the sides. It's going to be a break. 52 for the loss of 4 Renaissance challengers. Vintage Amir Kaleem bowls a 2-run over. The evergreen Amir Kaleem. And talking about evergreen, I have the evergreen Jamil Zaidi alongside me. What a moment to bring him into the com box. We'll have an over to talk about Amir Kaleem. Jammy boy?
Well, for talk about Amir Kaleem, you need at least 15 minutes.
And that's going to be
Right
less
from
as
the
well.
day he inducted in the national team and today.
What a player. What a player Amir Kaleem is turning out to be. Surgeries of both the knees, and from there to make a comeback into the national side, and now he's one of those longest serving heroes of the Oman cricket.
But that was amazing. His comeback is amazing, really. Both the knees were, surgery was done and he came. How many months he was just trying to cover up what has been gone out and then came back into the team. He was elected as a coach for the under 14 players.
Under 14, under 19 as well. He took one of the teams to...
From 14 to 19 he moved up. And he kept his, commitment, his exercises, his efforts, and finally it's paid off.
Short. This is very good from Shafiq Jan. He likes that short delivery. And most importantly, Jamil bhai, I was talking to him probably 8 months back, probably somewhere around last season, December. And that's where I was in the understanding, and I told Amir Kaleem that probably your international journey is coming towards the end. And I'm most certain that probably the board might look at the youngsters, and you might have to play the second fiddle, or probably, be the supporting role. And this was only a personal communication, and he was very happy to smile and say that if that is what the Almighty has in store for me, I'm very happy to accept it. I've already got more respect than what I've deserved. I was a mediocre player, but God gave me this. And that's where I'm happy to do whatever it takes.
Well, I think the moment he started playing that D10 series, if I remember, at least 2 years before, from then on, he regained his confidence, and whatever he did from then on, it's just a record.
Pulled in the gap. Hamad Mirza is a very talented player. One of the reasons why he's in the national side, and he's doing bright here for Renaissance Challengers, because pulled in the gap.
Possibly the first boundary, if I'm not wrong, from Hamad Mirza. He's playing from the one game at number 3. Not among the runs throughout the season up to now, Hamad. And he has to get some runs to get his confidence as the big tournament is coming up.
He's grinding and grinding well today. And talking about Amir Kaleem, even 8 months ago, when I was just being realistic to him, and even then he said, miracles happen, and I have already faced the miracle, so I believe in miracles. You never know what's in store. It's in my hand to work hard. It might be the end of the road for me, but I will work hard. And whatever I get or I don't get in the process, it's not in my hands, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to work hard. And look where he is right now. Oh, there's a mix-up. Direct hit required. They've got the direct hit. They're celebrating. On the other hand, the batters believe they've made it, and they're going to go for the overthrows. Everything happening in the middle.
Well, I think the last word for Renaissance Challengers, they're already struggling apart from the match yesterday they have played. And we're talking about, look at this replay.
I think Sufyan is a goner here. The direct hit would have been, oh, this is going to be touch and go, probably more of a touch than go.
We have to look at the bat, whether it was in the air or it was grounded.
I feel this is going to be benefit of doubt in favor of Sufyan, because that frame, do we have that exact frame? Because if you just look at the next frame, probably a little bit of bat behind the line. The dive probably might have saved him, that to create sufficient amount of doubt in the mind of the umpire. This is my understanding on the first look. What's your thought?
Well, I think if one more frame comes down closer to that, you can come up to the what exactly happened. It seems that the bat was on the line, and it was, I think, given. Decision we're waiting for.
I feel it. I saw the green light struck. And that means that Sufyan is going to be continuing further. And this is presence of mind. This is good, intelligent cricket from Sufyan Memo to put in the dive.
He had got a lot of excellent reflexes, Pranav, the most fitted player of his team. And rightly so, you said. He came back, dragged the back, dived, and saved his wicket.
It is a certain dream for me to do a podcast with Amir Kaleem. There's so many stories that we can cover which the people would want to know about Amir Kaleem. There were days when you would write a book about a person, and now are the days when you want to do a podcast. You want to hear the people that matter. What generation are you? Do you read a book or do you watch a podcast?
No, I like to have read a book, much better.
What do I do to change your thought here?
Make a video and send to me. I'll start seeing that one.
Humor always an offer from Jamil Zaidi, the smiling assassin in the com box. You never know which way the sword is going to hammer you from. What a personality. Absolute entertainment.
My pleasure, Pranav.
Amir Kaleem. What an incredible player Amir Kaleem is turning out to be, not just for Renaissance, rather Majees Titans, but also for Oman.
I'm just, what you call amazed to see him playing for the longer version of the game. 50 overs, he will show the same agility, whether in the bowling, whether in the batting, or in the fielding.
I really want to x-ray those. Oh, probably was the wrong one. Some variation on offer. Probably the leg spinner from the left arm spinner, Amir Kaleem. Intelligent cricket, very intelligent cricket from Amir Kaleem.
Yeah, he has all the experience behind him, and he's implementing those experiences in the batting and in the bowling.
Talking about performances, Aryan Bisht gives us a wink. He's been one of those players to watch out for.
Definitely, yes. He's a very hard-working boy.
That's a name that I'm waiting to watch. In the Asia Cup side, one of the young sensations, and I think in the off-spinners category, Jay Odedra, Siddharth Bukapatnam, Aryan Bisht. I think Aryan Bisht is running as a hot favourite with the kind of performances that he's put in the last 6 to 12 months. So just one run from that over of Amir Kaleem. He's continuing to be a star here for Majees Titans. 58 for the loss of 4 at the end of 12. It's going to be the left arm spin of Usman Ali that comes in from the Oman LNG end. Can he follow the footsteps of Amir Kaleem? Those are big footsteps. And those are the shoes that you want to fill.
He already bowled 2 brilliant overs. Usman Ali gave away only 6 runs. The third one is bowling.
2 overs, 6 runs. And here we have the ladies. Ladies practicing and practicing hard. The women's team. The national women's team. A lot of national players, and the quality of growth that you would witness in them is exceptional. They've transformed, and they've transformed big. Big shot. Big shot on offer. It's a short boundary. Hamad Mirza. And he's a big hitter. Will get a maximum.
That's what we like to have from him. Just locked outside the off stump. A big, mighty maximum.
What an incredible strike. Just getting on his knee and throwing the kitchen sink at it. This would have been a 6 on any particular ground in the world. That's the quality of Hamad Mirza. Not a big hitter, very hard hitter, but a great timer of the ball.
Absolutely. I mean, he is one of the best batters I like. And that's why he is in the national team. But today might be the day he come back with some brilliant score for himself as well and for the team as well.
Oh, he's going to score a big one tonight. And I'm almost certain about it because he's grinded. Rarely do I see him grinding. But tonight he's decided to grind and grill himself to excellence. And that's what makes a player special. Shot pulled once again. Although on this occasion it's only going to be a single to deep mid wicket who's mostly towards cow corner.
The man behind and with Hamad Mirza is Sufyan Mahmood. Must be giving him some tips.
Would love
Giving
this.
him chance to go play more, just going for the singles and giving him more chance to get more runs for him and for the team.
And that's his job at the moment. 13 overs done, 67 for the loss of 4. They need to cut loose and cut loose quickly. Jamil bhai, we were talking about Osman Ali bowling well in this first 2 overs, just conceding 6 runs. And here we are talking about Amir Kaleem, 2 overs, 3 runs. If that was good, what is this?
Absolutely, this one much better. But you cannot take off some good bowling done by Usman Ali as well.
Reverse sweep, and it's just going to be a dot ball. Not easy to get after Amir Kaleem.
He's not turning the ball. The ball comes mostly straighter from Amir Kaleem. So you either you should go play through the slips, but it's in the hands of the gully.
When was the last time you saw Amir Kaleem bowling a short ball or a full ball or a full toss?
No, it happens a couple of times, but from last 3-4 matches, no.
Absolutely exceptional, Amir Kaleem.
Well, I think Majees Titans also without Ajay Lal Cheta.
Absolutely, Ajay Lal Cheta. Oh, that's the leg spinner. So he's got some variations up his sleeve. Amir Kaleem,
It's a very good sign.
always willing to learn, ever growing.
When do you have played so much cricket?
Inside out over covers, he's exceptional when he does that. Hamad Mirza, one of the most prolific players, and Amir Kaleem is not happy and disappointed with the fielder in the deep.
Well, that was all credit goes to Ahmad Mirza. He created that space and over the extra cover, fixed the gap and get 4 runs.
We were just talking about this probably 3 or 4 overs ago with Mudipa, that the kind of shots that Hamad Mirza offers, they're very different. Very rarely you would see players in those areas. And I was talking about the area, probably the gap over covers. And this is exactly that. Looking for a single, should have been one, won't get it. 14 overs done, 73 for the loss of 4. Renaissance challengers need to get going here. The quality of Amr Kaleem continues from the Oman talent as he's also continued to partner Osman Ali from the Oman LNG end.
I still remember one beautiful flick, maximum from Hamad Mirza during the Emerging Cup. First ball he faced, outstanding flick over to the square leg boundary for the maximum. I don't know who was the bowler.
The only thing I remember from the Emerging Cup is Ramandeep Singh's catch. Extraordinary, outstanding.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Outstanding catch.
Superman. And from the entire Oman circuit, there's only one player that I want to put in his category of excellent fielders. Can you guess who?
Super Sanju.
Super Sanju. And I feel he's probably going to be one notch above Ramandeep because of his speed. The way he moves around is really brisk. Happy and content with dealing in singles at the moment, and they're not going to be getting the second here. Sufyan would want to work on his strike rate. 12 of 23.
I'm really happy to see Hamad Mirza scoring runs, which is due from him. Almost right from the first match he played. But today looks to be very confident as he is used to be. That was the beautiful one, almost through to the gap.
You almost jinxed him. Jammy boy, don't appreciate Hamad Mirza. The minute you appreciate Hamad Mirza, we find a way for Hamad Mirza to get out.
That he's trying to do in himself.
Love those one-liners from Jamil Zaidi. Drill down the ground for a single, and that's 15 overs, 78 for the loss of 4. Renaissance challengers are struggling here to get going, and they'll need a move on. And talking about move on, it's going to be change in voices in the com box as well.
Let's get there.
Amr Kaleem continues from the Oman tail end for the final over of his spell. They'll need to cut loose, and they'll need to cut loose very quickly. Even a splendid try from Tandale, I believe, who is the fielder there. It's still going to be a boundary. And joining me in the com box, Mudassir Ali Qureshi. Mudipa, you brought some luck for Renaissance challengers.
Extraordinary shot from Sufyan Mahmood, who was struggling to even find the single against Amir Kaleem, now lofted over that extra cover region. 1 bounce, 4 runs, a much needed boundary.
Such a cruel game. Immediately Hamilton brought inside the circle. Wonder who's replaced him at the boundary line. Cut well. Sufyan gets a single here. Moves on to 18 of 26 deliveries. They need to get a move on here with less than 5 overs to spare. Standing at 83. What do you think, 150? Difficult.
Difficult, right word. Because if Hamad Mirza stays till the end, out of 28 deliveries, he need to face at least 20 deliveries. And in 20, at least get 40 runs. So then you will reach around 135, 140. But I like the way these two are spending the time. They are not just throwing away their wicket with ease, batting sensibly. I just don't want to jinx this.
And both these players are main prospects to the side, probably that will be announced tomorrow. Both have been in the scheme of things for Oman in the last 12 months, and they've done decently well. And that's where you want to see them amongst runs. Grilling themselves in at the moment. Big shot driven through the covers. It is Vishwa Vijayaratne who's replaced Hamilton Dale at long off.
By tomorrow evening, there will be faces which will have the smiles, and I'm sure there will be few hearts will be broken. when the
Not
team-
really. Why broken?
Because we'll have this conversation in the next over. 16 gone, 86 for the loss of 4.
Time for some pace. Shafiq Jan comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end. 86 for 4. 6 overs, 4 overs to spare. And Hamad Mirza has decided to cut loose. It's going to be a maximum at long on. This is incredible striking.
Applauded by Sufyan Mahmood. What an knock he's playing for his side. What a connection. Read that full length delivery. Standing firm in his crease. Those strong wrist of Hamad Mirza gets him a maximum. Timely maximum.
And talking about suspenses, everybody is making their sides, and as we talk on air, they are sending their suggestions, their suggested side. Looking for the reverse laps. It's only going to be a single. So here's a side from our one of the most prolific scorers in Oman, that's Sadiq. And he suggests the side is going to look like this. Jatinder, Amr Kaleem, Nadeem Bhalli, Sufyan Mahmood, Hasnain, Vinayak, Hamad Mirza, Karan Sonavle, Shakil, Samay Srivastava, Siddharth Bukapatnam, Aryan Bisht, Imran, the Shoaib Akhtar, Mehran Khan, Wasim Ali, Jitin Kumar Ramanandi. So this is the suggested 16 that Sadiq has picked. Full toss, and it's going to be a single.
Good to know the fans and the local community. They're eagerly waiting for that list of players to be announced by Oman Cricket Board. Lots of support coming in for all the players. Shafiq Jan into his fourth and final over. Decent outing. A wicket to his name. Got the wicket of Ahmad Ifraq.
Inside out. Incredible Hamad Mirza. Moves on to 43. And probably it's a no ball as well. Zaman Qureshi suggesting that Shafiq Jan is going to be paying a very heavy fine, and so is Majees Titans.
What a shot. This is what was missing from Hamad Mirza. Shafiq Jan leaking runs in his final over. Hamad Mirza inching closer to his personal milestone. No ball. A free hit for Hamad Mirza.
Don't know if you're going to be agreeing with me, but earlier in the previous stint, I was suggesting to you that Hamad Mirza is special because of his inside-out shot. Never a fielder there. Full toss. And it's been punished. It's a maximum right on top of Oman Cricket Academy. Launching authority for Renaissance challenges against Majees Titans. It is the young Hamad Mirza who is dominating at the moment.
What a knock he's playing here at Oman Cricket Academy. A free hit delivery. Dispatched towards that Oman Cricket Academy building for a maximum. 50 comes up for Mirza. Shaped up quite well. Anticipated that to be a Yorker and converted into a half volley. My apology, I thought he crossed 50, but still that needs to get a single to get to his personal milestone.
Grinds around the corner on the offside. They're pushing for the second. He's very quick. And this is an incredible knock of brilliance from Hamad Mirza. For majority part of that innings, he was crawling and grinding himself in the middle, and all of a sudden he's got the helicopter out. What a talent he is. He's a talent in the making at the moment, and he's launched himself in the international circuit. What a player. Hamad Mirza, take a bow here.
Where were you, my boy? You were hiding somewhere. You did not play your natural game, but today you looked completely different. You looked always in control from ball one. A gritty knock, still long way to go. 50 in just 44 balls for Mirza.
Shot and pulled. This ball is going to be dispatched once again. Might not have come from the middle of the bat of Hamad Mirza, but he is an excellent hand-eye coordination player. And this is exactly what is being displayed here at the Oman Cricket Academy. With 3 overs to spare, Shafiq Jan has been taken apart.
27 runs yielded from that over of Shafiq Jan. Oh, what a clean and superb hitting. Majestic batting from Hamad Mirza. He has arrived for Renaissance Challengers in Oman D20 2025. 17 overs gone. It's 113 for the loss of 4. What a partnership between Sufyan and Hamad Mirza. The right time, shifting the gaze. Still long way to go. They need to play these final 3 overs, these two. The partnership worth of 79 in just 65 balls. Raising the tempo of the runs, Hamad Mirza.
12 runs and 2 overs and a wicket to his name. Abid will have to do something special here. Sufyan is happy to rotate the strike. He's pushing for the second. Should get the second. This is incredible running. Sufyan Mahmood works very hard on his fitness, and it's not going to be a second. It's going to be a third. All of a sudden, Majees Titans are panicking here. One of those reels that you see on social media where the ball just keeps going around and they keep running. That's exactly the situation for Majees Titans at the moment.
Running for their lives, both the batters. Excellent. Smart thinking. Played with soft hands. Sufyan Mahmood pushing for that second run. And in the process, no backup. Allowed them to come back for the third.
Looking to play the reverse laps. Not connecting on this occasion. The intent is pretty much right, but third and fine being inside the circle. A little bit of a bat and it could trickle around for a boundary.
Just getting carried away here, Hamad Mirza. Still 16 deliveries. Add 34 more runs. To do that, Hamad Mirza, he needs to stay till the end. What a knock, an entertaining knock we are witnessing from this young lad. Was struggling with the bat, but at the right time getting those runs. Change of pace. Nicely bowled. What a knock, I mean. The right time getting those runs for his side, and what a partnership between Hamad Mirza, Sufyan Mahmood, just making sure to rotate the strike, giving him that opportunity to play those big shots.
Very good evening, and what a time for Hamad Mirza and Sufyan Mahmood to be there. It just felt as if the Renaissance challengers and their intent to win or do anything good this D20 powered by Fancode had hit the snooze button.
Nicely.
Certainly with a little bit of intent, 57 or 47, so you can't even complain that it has come, at runnable pace. He's certainly shown good intent, and he's doing it in a manner that everyone sits there and takes notice.
The partnership worth of almost 72 runs between these two. All of a sudden, under pressure is Majees Titans. They need to break this partnership. Abid has been very economical. Driven on the ground just for a single. This is what one win does to your team and to an individual. They were struggling to open the account, the points table, but all of a sudden that yesterday's win, and we can see that spark, the unit of Renaissance Challengers.
Absolutely. And it'll always go down in history that whenever you have your backs against the wall, and that's when you would rise up to a challenge and do things that make everyone sit up and take notice and be very, very proud of you.
Slapped straight over the bowler's head just for a single. Excellent over from Abid. Just 6 runs. 18 gone. It's 119 for the loss of 4. A 19th over, and Hemal Tandal is getting ready to bowl that penultimate over. 2 wickets, 17 runs, 59 of just 49 balls. Worked really hard tonight, Hamad Mirza, to get those runs. The length and the pace has been key by Hemal Tandal throughout this tournament.
Absolutely. Hemal Tandale, what a champion performer, coming back into that side after an absence in the whole Oman circuit for some time. Everyone watching this will at the moment be talking about the way Hamad Mirza and Sufyan Mahmood have changed the complexion of the game, giving themselves a fighting chance in this match at the moment. 119, yes, but they've looked to not just give up at any stage of this innings.
Excellent stuff. The first delivery coming into Hamad Mirza with the lack of pace, but now all of a sudden increasing the pace towards the top stick. 2 back-to-back dot deliveries.
Yeah, now the pressure will build because both the batters should be looking to score a bit more freely. They know that they've done their bit.
Women's team who came for a practice session at Oval to watching this game. In the air, is there a chance for Bisht? Not a proper connection. All of a sudden, the last 9 deliveries, they were able to get just 7 runs.
Absolutely. And now what this does is Hemal Tandale knows what the intentions of the batters are at the moment, and that's to clear the fence, to hit a few boundaries here and there and get some extra runs for the team. 120 for 4. The Renaissance Challengers have given themselves a chance in this game, otherwise looking very, very hapless all throughout the tournament. Tonight certainly seems to be different sort of inspired approach. What is Sufyan Mahmood looking?
Oh, overall, excellent cricket. Tap and run. Respond to the call of Mirza was Sufyan, and look at that effort from the fast bowler. Great commitment of his own bowling, running and putting that extra effort.
Yeah, and this is good cricket all around, and can't give you a better example of commitment as far as this showing over here. Have a look at that. Dead bats it. Waits for Hamad Mirza to fully commit, and he knows that he's charging like a young bull towards the other end. And then, like a wise old man, Sufyan Mahmood says, okay, fine, I'll take my run as well. Good cricket all around.
Another change of pace, deliveries, variations has been key in the last couple of overs. Two fast bowlers putting the brakes on the scores of Renaissance Challengers. Boundaryless over the previous one, and in this over, the search for the boundary continues for Sufyan and Hamad.
Yeah, and now Hemal Tandale's slower one is so effective because he comes in running very, very hard, and you know the action and the pace with which he delivers that ball, and you don't know whether it's going to be a slower one or the disguise is absolutely key.
Fuller driven, needed a direct hit. Are they going to come back for second? One more time, no proper backup. And the good news for Renaissance Challengers, not only they were able to get a couple of runs, but going to the final over, it will be Hamad Mirza who will be on strike. 19 overs gone, 124 for the loss of 4. These tough conditions, both to Sufyan and Hamad Mirza. They ran hard, they have put in that extra yard. The final over, Abid to Hamad Mirza. Another change of pace, nicely bowled as per the field setup. So just a single to start that final over.
Yeah, just the right way, and will look to bowl according to the field at the moment. Abid Ali. Plenty of support for the Majees Titans. They're all sitting at the top of that terrace and having a look as to what's happening down there on the ground.
Running hard. Hamad is coming back for that second run, putting that pressure on Usman Ali. Boundaries are hard to come, but these two ran beautifully between the wickets. Excellent running between the wickets by these two.
Realizing where their strengths are, utilizing the gaps that are available, those pockets where that extra run can be scored by running quick. And you can see that from Hamad Mirza. By the time Sufyan Mahmood had completed the shot, he was almost halfway down the pitch. And Sufyan Mahmood also responding to the call, and they know that this is what needs to happen. Straight away you see that the batters are looking to spend a little bit more extra time, getting ready for the next delivery, because it's been a couple of runs and they've run very, very hard, very, very fast. So very, very tired at the moment, the two batters, but they'll fight it till the last ball.
Trying to play that scoop shot, but he's not giving them that pace. He looks completely different bowler this season, fully fit, using all his experience. Last 3 overs, in fact last 15 balls, not able to find a boundary here.
I seem to have reduced a few more grams or kilos out there, and Abid Ali has improved on his delivery. Abid Ali knows now what are his strengths and which areas he's supposed to bowl according to the match situation. Very, very impressive.
Connection, but just for a single this time. Straight towards a long on. Can he find a boundary here? They need at least a couple of boundaries. But what a recovery by challengers. What a partnership.
Absolutely. 62 of 54, and those boundaries are required from the last two deliveries. So Renaissance Challengers wouldn't mind that Hamad Mirza plays these two deliveries all to himself, look to farm the strike and look to score as much as possible. Yes, of course, if he loses a wicket, no harm done here. And that is when you will realize that the game sense is back in Renaissance Challengers.
Square leg inside the 30-yard circle, but excellent effort coming from Adams. Quickly off the block. He just cut that angle of the ball, saving almost 3 runs.
Yeah, he's done his job well, Abid Ali. He's cut off boundaries as much as possible in this last over. Now the last ball remaining in this. The field is set for him, and he is bowling according to the plan, and that is what is very, very important at the moment. Just 3 singles and 1 double. What is Sufyan Mahmood looking to do?
Wide, and never interested this time Sufyan, because they ran hard. They are a bit tired. Look at those jerseys of both the batters. They ran hard. They have almost drained every drop of water from their bodies. Here, what an effort.
Yeah, certainly looking drenched, especially Sufyan Mahmood. Working hard in tough conditions. Well, you're praising the batters. What about the bowler, Abid Ali? He's running in every delivery.
He has been exceptional in this game, but as a batter, you're on your toes. Even if you're at non-striker end, you need to run for your partner. Runs in Abid for the final time. Another single drilled down the ground. Brilliantly bowled, and Hamad, like a Ferrari, coming back at the non-striker end. In no time, Sufyan and Hamad Mirza remains unbeaten. Sufyan 32 of 36 balls, and what a comeback, finding his form at the right time. 63 of just 55 balls, but Abid has been exceptional with the ball. 4 overs, 26, a wicket to his name. So the last 4 overs, they did not concede a single boundary. It clearly shows the class they have in their fast bowlers. The likes of Hemal Tandel and Abid bowled quite well. At the end, challengers were able to manage 132 for the loss of 4 in their allotted 20.
Yeah, immediately you see what a brilliant effort and good sportsman spirit as both the teams already go there and start shaking hands with Sufyan Mahmood and Hamad Mirza. Because of that effort, 63 of 55, it was a gritty knock, and as and when you say that the going gets tough, the tough get going. Both Hamad Mirza and Sufyan, who scored 32 of 36, less than a run a ball, but what was important was that they stuck till the very end and made sure that Renaissance Challengers get to a respectable total. Yes, below par, but certainly a respectable total, something that their bowlers and that bowling attack that they have can look to defend. 8 extras contributing to that 132.
Lots of positive for the batting department of Renaissance Challengers, but the bowling has been superb. Apart from that, Shafiq Jan going for 27 runs in his final over. Every bowler bowled extremely well in this tough conditions where there was not much assistance from the surface, especially for the fast bowlers. The likes of Tandel getting couple of wickets, a wicket to Abid Khan, and wicketless were Usman and Amir Kaleem.
Yep, and that's how things started. They looked to go down swinging, but then Asif Khan Pathan once again failing to impress. Prithvi Machi looked intentful, but he did seem a bit scratchy from the start of this innings. Hold out to Wasim Ali. Then some excellent bowling by Himal Tandil, disturbing the furniture. And then, of course, Shafiq Jan pleading for that wicket and getting it as well. Some very, very crafty shots by Hamad Mirza when he came out to bat. And then after that, it was mostly a runner ball. But this towering six certainly was well studded in that innings. Sufyan Mahmood too provided some fireworks. Hamad Mirza runs all over the ground of that no ball, and then that free hit. Full tosses weren't spared by Hamad Mirza, and then there you go, a unique celebration by the flamboyant young batter Hamad Mirza. A six, and then after that, the last 4 overs literally belonged to the bowlers who bowled some very, very tight areas. So they've got their task cut out for themselves, nearly 133 odd runs to be gotten, and Majees Titans will make sure that they get it in style. Whether or not they do, we'll only come to know after a short break when the second inning resumes.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. 112. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Spirited effort has a new meaning here at the Oman D20, powered by Fancode. We're live from the Oman Cricket Academy, and what an intense game are we witnessing. Renaissance Challengers fighting a battle here against Majees Titans, and batting first, they were in all sorts of trouble. Prithvi, Asif, Hamad Ifraq, Amanullah all departed early, and Hamad Mirza 63 of 55 and Sufyan 32 of 36 made sure that they got to 132 for 4. Is that going to be enough? I'm not really sure on that. But they did get there. Talking about the bowling, Majees Titans ever so good. 2 wickets for Himal Tandil to start off. 1 wicket apiece for Abid Khan and Shafiq Jan. But talk about those 2 left-arm spinners who kept things tight. 4 overs, 19 for without a wicket. Usman Ali Afridi and Amir Kaleem, the old war horse. The young kid who is always making a comeback. 4 overs, 17 runs. An economy of less than 5 in a T20 format is always inspirational. Believe it's going to be Mohammad Rafi who is going to be starting the proceedings for Renaissance Challengers. And what a game are we going to be witnessing. Majees Titans, Renaissance Challengers, Majees Titans fighting and fighting hard to hold their top position in the points table. They did face a defeat last night, on the back of which they probably lost the first position, and they want to reclaim it. Renaissance Challengers, they've just got a win, and that was in the previous game. Driven well through the covers. It will start off with a boundary for Majees Titans, and this is the kind of start that they would have wanted in a game such intense as this. What an incredible strike. Swinging into the arc of the right-hander. A good stretch. And just showing the full face of the bat to the ball. And through the cover region. Making sure that he has the attention of the head curator, Mr. Anup. This is much better. Good comeback from Mohammad Rafi. Wonder if he could have started in this fashion. And that's an answer that he would want to answer in his favor in the matches coming forward. Joining me in the com box, Mudassir Ali, Qureshi, Moody. This is going to be a game which is very intense because Majees Titans wants to win and get to the top of the table. On the other hand, Renaissance Challengers, who've just tasted the taste of victory, wants to continue the momentum.
Driven nicely into the gap. They are playing that positive cricket, though they have lost yesterday's game, playing some aggressive cricket, but they are playing in their own style. Boundary number 2 for Abhinav.
This is poor cricket, extremely poor cricket from Mohammad Rafi at the moment because you can't be bowling so full. The first one through the covers, this time a square drive. This is pretty mediocre from Mohammad Rafi, who has not been in the mix of things the way he would have wanted to be. Hold that line, keep it consistently around the good length area. And as a result, he was also dropped from the team, or probably rested is the right word. But at the moment, the very first over, the new ball in your hand, and he's already conceded 9 runs in the first 4 deliveries.
It's not easy. That too against someone like Abhinav and Amir, who is yet to face a delivery. The batters in form for Majees Titans, and yes, they cannot afford to lose this game because we are having an intense battle top of the table where Royal Oman Stallions, Yalla Shabab and Majees Titans battling hard for the top 2 positions to make it to the final, wherein, as you rightly said, Victory is the sweetest thing when you have tasted defeat. They have already tasted a victory last night and they want to continue that form. Renaissance Challengers. But what a tournament, Pranav. We are witnessing here three teams, especially Majees Titans, Royal Oman Stallions and Yalla Shabab Giants. They made sure to have that right combination coming into this Oman D20.
And that's the reason they've been the champion side. They just want to make sure that they get their things right. And once they get their things right, there's not a lot of changes that happen in their side. They stay stagnant. They stick to their plans and they keep grinding those plans every now and then. A dot ball to finish that over. And it's going to be 9 runs of the first over for Majees Titans. Nadeem, one of the prolific left-arm spinners of Renaissance Challengers, comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end. He's been exceptional for Renaissance Challengers. Not just with the ball in hand, but also with the bat in hand. Bowls that tight line, doesn't let the batter to dominate. And then when he gets those limited opportunities with the bat, he hits those big shots. And he does that at will. Oh, they're appealing, and the finger goes up. Probably a little bit of an inside edge, probably the bottom edge, and that's where this is a very, very good catch from the wicketkeeper.
And that is why he is one of the impactful players for Renaissance Challengers. The very first over of his Nadeem strikes gold here. Wanted to go toward that leg side. An inside edge, and what a take by Amanullah. A brilliant catch and a good decision by Zaman Qureshi. That's the end of Abhinav. First wicket falls for Titans, 9 on board.
Nine runs of the first over from Mohammad Rafi, and all of a sudden Nadeem comes into the attack from the Oman LNGN and immediately picks up a wicket. That's the impact of Nadeem.
And I like this move from Majees Titans, not sending Gihan, a right-hand batter, keeping in mind Nadeem has been introduced, 2 left-hand batters. Amir Kaleem has been joined by Vishwa, another informed batter. Right. Correction. And thank you, Pranav. Gihan has just got carried away. He's a left-hand batter as well. But that experience of playing on these surfaces, they opted to send Vishwa to tackle that deliveries from Nadeem. And what a start. Smart piece of bowling. That length has been key, and also that line, keeping it away from the batter.
And the most important factor is that they would have seen a lot of visuals of the way Abhinav plays, and they would have realized that Abhinav's get-off shot is that sweep shot. And that's where generally you don't want to be giving width to a batter. But on this occasion, that width was generated to stay out of the arc of Abhinav, and that's where it was very special. Not just that, but Amanullah, what can he not do here?
Now this will be an interesting battle. The left-arm orthodox, the ball will come into the left-hand batter, and Amir Kaleem loves to play behind the square, rolling his wrist. Can we see that from Amir Kaleem? Yet to open his account.
Cut, and it's only going to be a dot ball. Hanif has been very busy and a very interesting field as well. 3 fielders behind square on the offside to a bowler who's bowling left arm spin to a left-hander. This is very interesting. We'll talk more about it in the next over of Nadeem. 2 overs done, 10 for 1.
Keeping in mind 2 left-hand batters. So just 1 over for Rafi. And Hanif has been introduced for the first time in this game. He had an excellent debut playing for Renaissance Challengers, got a hat-trick.
He's been very good, Hanif, ever since he's come into the side of Renaissance Challengers, especially with those arm balls that he bowls. And this will be really interesting against 2 left-handers, where if he can get one ball to come in very sharp, leg before and bowl can come into the equation. And that's what he wants to do, especially against the likes of Vishwa.
Tall spin bowler, having a firm grip on the ball. Smashed on the back foot, a maximum. What a hit.
Just want to use the word commentators curse. Just when we were appreciating the skill of Hanif, he bowls a half tracker. And Vishwa Vijayaratne, the quality of Vishwa Vijayaratne was never going to be missing out on that. He had ample time to rock on the back foot. Just make sure that he drills it over that vacant deep mid-wicket area. Needs to get it right here, Hanif. Slider. That was the arm ball. That is the ball we were talking about. It pushes in, it charges in into the left-hander.
A memorable debut for Hanif. Got a hat-trick, and after that he looks to be confident.
And this is his strength. This is where he needs to be. The one that angles into the left-hander.
He got that hat-trick against Majees Titans. Vishwa was clean bowled. Gihan was clean bowled, and Wasim Ali, the hat-trick ball he faced, he lofted the delivery straight into the hands of cover fielder.
What an effort. What an effort. So just 7 runs from that over despite the maximum. 3 overs done, 17 for the loss of 1 Majees Titans. Amanullah comes into the attack. What can this lad not do? Keep wickets, bowl, bat, field.
Straight away getting the turn. Now this game is like a chess game. Every move is important here now for both the sides. That move to send the left-hand batter, the counter move from Hamad is getting off-break bowlers into the attack, changing plans completely for Renaissance challengers.
And I'm still not able to find what is so special in Amanullah. He's a consistent wicket taker, but he doesn't do anything special. He just sticks to basics. And still he's able to find that turn. Probably he's one of those mystery bowlers, if we can say it that way. We have not been able to decode Amanullah.
I think the length and the pace has been key for Amanullah, especially on these surfaces. Rarely he bowled those fuller deliveries.
Oh, mix up. Big movement. Very, very big movement, because I feel it's the big wicket of Amir Kaleem. Just cannot believe it. He was ready to go immediately. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. A wide throw. And look at that effort from Amir Kaleem. I think he's going to be falling short. But look at that effort from Amir Kaleem. A full stretch dive just to get inside the ground. But all of a sudden, Majees Titans, that were looking decent, are going to be losing its second wicket in form of the man in form, Amir Kaleem.
Was never a single there. Amir Kaleem trying to take on the fielder. Sent back by the batter and dejected. Still not able to digest that Amir Kaleem. But they have found a way to send Amir Kaleem back to the pavilion. In all sorts of trouble. Both the openers now back in the hut. Some tight bowling, creating that pressure, has resulted in the fall of Amir Kaleem's wicket.
Amanullah finds a way to pick up a wicket. This time not of his bowling, but he still found a way to get a breakthrough. I don't know what Amanullah does right, but can you decode Amanullah for me? I'm just out of words, out of sorts at the moment.
He's like a golden arm for Renaissance challengers. Whenever he touches the ball, wicket falls. Rock solid on the back foot. What a start. Glorious punch on the back foot. And the slide from Captain Hamad. In fact, it was not Hamad. Couple of runs for Adams off the mark.
It was a pair of... that is Ibrar. Wonder why he left it for his partner just when he had reached the ball. Fortunately, the partner put in the slide. Amanullah. Outside edge, just over the player at slip. Hanif does well to make sure he keeps it down to a couple. Four overs done. 23 for the loss of 2 Majees Titans. Hanif looks to continue. And all of a sudden, there is a good bit of turn. Wonder what is happening. All our predictions, all our expert thoughts have been sidelined. Only the only thing that I can give credit to is your quality when you were suggesting at the pitch report that the ball is going to be turning later in the day. I was just wondering why, because with you coming into equation, the ball is supposed to skid on.
Also, the reason might be the ball hardly crossed that boundary rope. The boundaries dried up. We have seen just one maximum with the new ball using those towel, having a firm grip, and those rough patches helping the spinners to get some purchase.
What a delivery. That's the arm ball we were talking about in the previous over. How sharply that has come into the left-hander. And very good hand-eye coordination to get out of that situation.
Like a mystery spinner. Looking for that off break, but all of a sudden coming into the left-hand batter. Smart piece of bowling. Long off, and there's a fielder between square leg and mid-wicket towards that leg side. Runs are not coming thick and fast for Titans.
Flighted. This is a vacant space. Might not be a boundary, but still a couple of runs. This is good cricket. Very good cricket from Majees Titans and Vishwajaratne.
And he'll take this, Hanif, as a bowler. He wants Vishwa to attack him, and in the process he might create an opportunity. But still with that length, it's really, it doesn't make any sense to have that fielder at between short square leg and mid wicket. You need to have him a bit wide towards the corner.
What Hanif is doing is that fielder at deep square leg, almost towards deep mid wicket, is an elephant teeth. It's a fielder to just showcase. It's not a fielder. What that does is it forces the batter not to sweep him. He wants the batter to slog sweep towards the cow corner, and that's where he gets the maximum opportunity. Reverse sweep, and they're appealing. Probably it is off the pad, but a good bit of wicket keeping by the wicketkeeper Hamad Mirza. 5 was done, 25 for the loss of 2. Majees Titans are fighting here.
Five overs, 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. Majees Titans are finding proceedings a little bit tough out there in the middle. Adam Ferrisco, and he certainly knows to play in one way, and that is to go hammer and tongs. He wants to make sure that they approach this target as quickly as possible, break the shackles, and look to score very, very quickly. This time he's drilled it towards the covers. A little bit of a chase for the fielder, Ibrar. Going to be as many as a couple of runs to Ferrisco. And he wouldn't mind that because he wants to take as much strike as possible, especially in this power play phase where the fielders are inside the circle. He has that incentive to go for the big shots. Still finding it difficult to get away with. The spinners are doing a great job. Joining me in the comm box, Jamil Zaidi.
Very, very interesting match right now. These Renaissance challengers are now becoming giant killers at the moment. making things difficult for the Majees Titans batter, and especially the invaluable wicket of Amir Kaleem, needless run out. And that is what the beauty of this game is. When everything is going in your way, suddenly something comes up that takes the things away from you.
Yeah, the second leg has been tough on the Majees Titans.
अरे सही है
They've absolutely bossed that first leg, but now in the second round of games, they're not able to cross the finish line. They'll want to believe because they've got an excellent side with them.
Well, credit goes to these nice China bowlers. I mean, they are doing superbly right from the first over. Spot on, beautifully bowled, just tossing the ball into the grooves. End of over number 6, 27 for 2, Majees Titans.
There you go, Empire Freddy, and he's probably indicating that we are done with the power play session here. And what a power play. I think this belonged to the Renaissance challengers, the slower bowlers, making life very, very difficult for the left-hander and the right-hander, and no matter whoever came in that, plucking a couple of wickets as well. Works away towards the onside, now still finding it difficult to even rotate strike, so pressure mounting on the two batters in the middle.
Well, of course, yes, definitely. All credit goes to the Renaissance Challengers bowlers. They are putting all the pressure on the batters from Majees Titans.
This time just tries to reach out to the ball, which was supposed to be going, or rather delivered wide outside off.
One boundary will make a big difference at this stage of the game. Runs are really dried up.
This time just deftly played to gully for a single. The fielder not able to prevent that. Well, there you go. There's Ferisco Adams now, and he can certainly strike the ball a long way. He's shown that in the past. But what are his options here looking at the field?
Well, I think, his favorite area is the leg side, mid-wicket, Cow's corner, long on. But we didn't saw much from him toward the offside.
For Ferisco Adams, the line of delivery is that one which comes into the right-hander, and what the Renaissance Challenger bowlers are looking to do is to attack the stumps. So it makes it very, very difficult for him to take that extra risk to go and play inside out. And as far as Vishwa is concerned, they're trying to keep it wide outside the off stump for the left-hander. And with the fielders stationed at that particular location, you've got 3 fielders patrolling the boundary. Again, that makes it a very risky option to play over the top. But when he targets the leg side, that is where that field opens up for Vishwa and Ferisco. End of the 7th over, 30 for the loss of 2. 7 overs up and 30 for the loss of 2 wickets. Majees Titans, and they're chasing and looking to get another 103 odd runs from here onwards. Works it away towards the leg side for a single. Jamil Saab, how was it back then? How would you strategize chasing a target and defending a target? Were there still concepts of matchups of bowlers, like let's say left arm orthodox against the right handers, or leg spin with the right handers, or were all kinds of bowlers just equally competent enough to, just get in there and help your team defend a target?
Well, at this stage of the game, I think Majees Titans batters, that's the area where he liked to put. Look at that one. A ball came right in the middle of the stumps and he pulled it over to the long on for the maximum. Much needed runs for Majees Titans.
Yeah, and it's come off the bat of Farisco Adams, and as you rightly mentioned, he's absolutely clobbered that one towards the leg side. Deep mid wicket, nowhere near stopping that one. It was so high and so powerful. This time down the ground, the two fielders converging to stop it, but I think they'll prevent that second run, so it's only going to be one. But good runs here finally of Amanullah Rafiqi's over.
I think to keep Frisco a bit away from his maximum is that bowling him outside the off stump, not near the bat. That's the area where he's clobbered, as you correctly mentioned, from outside the off stump towards Cow's corner or long on.
Works away for a single. This is good running. Immediately, the moment you see a maximum being hit, and suddenly both the batters have switched on and looking to score and looking to rotate strike. This is good stuff here.
Good cricket now. They want to look at that outside field we have. Frisco has got 1% right on the fence. This time pulled it away once again to the favorite corner of Frisco.
Yes, absolutely clobbered. Another one in a similar looking shot. It just felt like an action replay. Have a look at that. You did mention keeping it away outside the off stump. What Frisco does is covers the line of the ball and then frees his arm and then gets down on one knee and swings hard. He gets a 6 to it. So now a couple of sixes in this over. And good effort in the field by Amanullah Rafiqi of his own bowling, but then the damage been done. As many as 15 runs of this over. 8 gone, 45 for 2. Amir Shah. And he'll start off with a wide.
Amir Shah also a very, very useful left-arm orthodox spinner. Got a couple of wickets in the last couple of matches at the right time when the team needs him to get a wicket.
Looking to charge down the track. Hits it back to the bowler. At the moment, dot balls are not a worry for the Majees Titans, especially if boundaries keep coming at regular intervals like how they did in the previous over. Just like that, this time he's thumped it towards the leg side, straight into the hands of the fielder. Prithvi Machi is there, so it's only going to be a single. And this is the battle that I'm looking out for. Farisco Adams versus Amir Shah. He knows how to turn the ball the other way and will look to keep it out of reach of Farisco Adams, and then a little bit of assistance with the help of turn, probably outfox
Some
him.
field changing is going on there. There's a man at the right, at the cow's corner for Frisco.
Yeah, they'll always look to reinforce that area. It's the longer boundary, so there is an opportunity to catch. He decides to go downtown, so it's only going to be a single, but that was hit powerfully.
Well, if we're talking about the longer boundaries, as far as Frisco Adams is concerned, any boundary is not a boundary for him. All the maximums he had hit, it's far about 90 meters, 100 meters.
Yeah, certainly packs a punch, Farisco Adams. At the moment, Vishwa is key here for Majees Titans. Big shot. Hey, I think he's got good elevation on it. It's onto the other ground. This is the shorter boundary, but then once again, you see that intent and power will be a 6 on any ground.
Beautifully played. Just onto the back foot from the meat of the bat towards the rather mid-wicket for the maximum. A very, very good over going on for Majees Titans, as was the previous one.
Yeah, and this is smart cricket here. Farisco Adams did try to tonk one, but then all he did was rotate strike, and he realizes that this is the favourable matchup for Vishwa Vijayaratne. Even in this particular delivery, it was bowled in the slot and turned into the left-hander, enough for him to just swing the bat hard and play it along with the spin. Looking to charge down, but no, unable to connect. Very, very quick Amir Shah in adjusting the line and length.
All right, they came back quickly into the game. Majees Titans stage, they were struggling for the runs, but suddenly 4 maximums really make the difference.
Yeah, much better delivery from Amir, and he's certainly given that a good whack back to the fielder. 9 overs gone, 55 for the loss of 2 wickets. Nine overs, 55 for the loss of 2 wickets. The last couple of overs have been some good runs for Majees Titans, and oh my dear God, some horrific attempt here in trying to save a boundary, and unfortunately Majees Titans and Vishwa Vijayaratne will accept that gladly. It's a boundary to start the over, to Nadeem's over especially, who's looked to keep it very, very quiet.
Well, yes, it's great. I mean, unfortunately, slight misfield from the long on, rather wide mid-on fielder. Tried to stop the ball, but ball rolled over from his hands and hit the fence.
Was Ibrar, I believe, the fielder at long on. And now, once again, Frisco. And he'll be up against Nadeem. Nadeem has been very, very tight, bowling extremely good line and length. Works away towards the onside. So this is the best tactic here to deal with somebody who's on top of their game, a bowler like Nadeem, where all you need to do is just tick along for singles. You've already got some decent boundaries, and now in this over, courtesy some lucky runs, a lucky boundary, and then the rest of the over can be moved around for singles. You have only 133 to chase. Looking to target the inside out shot, but what he does is corrects himself and looks to play towards the third man region in the air for a fair bit amount of time, falling just short of Rafi.
Could have been a catch had the fielder was in start and jumped a bit in forward. Could have taken that blinder.
Reverse. And this time he clears Rafi. Innovation and certainly courage. And most importantly, runs for Vishwa Vijayaratne. As many as 4 now. And already in 5 balls, he's managed to get 10 for his team.
No, right choice. Outside the leg stump, bad delivery and equally dealt well. And got 4 valuable runs. And runs are now coming in maximums and boundaries for Majees Titans.
Oh, feeling the pressure now, Nadeem. An extra, another run added to the total. And nothing explains more about the pressure on a bowler, especially if he's looking to keep it so far away. Oh, this is poor. He was drifting down leg and Vishwa might have felt that he's missed out on some good runs here on this delivery. Nevertheless, 11 runs of this over, 10 overs done. Majees Titans 66 for the loss of 2. At the halfway stage, 66 for the loss of 2 wickets, Majees Titans, and they certainly seem to be well on track. The last 3 overs from over number 7, or rather 8, 9, 10 have been absolutely splendid for them. Joining me in the comm box, Pranav Mehta. How do you see this run chase at the moment?
I feel it's really in some good balance at the moment. 66 for 2. Yes, they have not lost a lot of wickets. They have a very good partnership, especially Adams getting in the groove with the 23 of 17. Vishwa Vijayaratne looks pretty much settled, 32 of 32. And talking about Renaissance challenges, they need wickets. That's the only way they're going to pull this game back towards them. We've seen that being done by Royal Oman Stallions.
Yeah, well, of course, now Majees Titans need to believe that, especially if they want to top the group at the moment. Looks for the reverse once again and will get it as well because the fielder had been moved and moved wider towards the square leg area. It's going to be a well-deserved boundary. Amir Shah is facing the heat at the moment, and that this heat has been turned on by Ferisco Adams a couple of overs ago. Now Vishwa joining the party.
At the moment it is Majees Titans, just showcasing why they are top of the table or contending to be top of the table. Just some good quality cricket from Majees Titans. And just as Amr Kaleem said, at the toss there are different players who stand up. There's a day when Adam stands to the task. There's a day when Amr Kaleem does his job. Today Vishwa Vijayaratne and Adam getting into the mix of things. We've also seen John doing some decent job with the ball in hand. Also winning that with the maximum on the last delivery. So different players standing up to the task, and that's what is so important for a side. Drilled and drilled well. If it's come from the bat of Adams, there is some stopping required, and that does happen from Prithvi Machi, but not before Adams can accumulate another couple to his name. That was a decent effort in the deep from Prithvi Machi.
So runs are not at a premium at the moment for Majees Titans. They are getting them from one place or the other. And that's good news for that dugout of the Majees Titans. 11 overs gone, 74 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Vishwa Vijayaratne 37 of 35. And Adam Feresco 25 of 19 are doing the job for Majees Titans at the moment, and they're controlling the equation. And that is just why that they need a wicket, and they're going to bring the magician on. Sufyan Mahmood from the Oman LNG end.
Certainly a man with a golden arm, and he knows how to put a break to proceedings.
Sliding down the leg, and this is going to be free 5 runs for Majees Titans, and they'll take it with a big smile on their face at the moment.
Runs here, as many as free runs, and that is going to absolutely hurt Renaissance Challengers in this run chase. The keeper had to be on up to the mark in order to stop this one, but have a look at this once again, looking to get that faintest of edges, looking that Vishwa Vijayaratne will probably err a bit and play and produce a leading edge. Just gone for 5.
Pushing for the second. They will go for the second. This is good running. Pretty mediocre from Amir Shah, who took a lot of time to get off the mark. And that's where that was a comfortable 2 for Majees.
Yeah, slowly and steadily Majees Titans are inching towards that 133 target. From here onwards, they know that they can get to that score, but then little said than done. They've also been in this position last evening where they looked very comfortable, cruising towards that target, and then all of a sudden a flurry of wickets and panic settled in.
Cut to point for a single. This is what you get with Majees Titans on a regular interval. They run hard between the wickets. They rotate the strike well. Professionals, 2 foreign recruits, Vishwa Vijayaratne and Adam Feresco doing the job, and doing the job well.
Yeah, they're certainly making this run chase seemed a very, very small target, smaller than it actually is. By running those singles and doubles, by rotating strike, they know that they'll just keep biting away at that target.
And it's a brilliant, brilliant decision to demote Jihan Clote, who was batting at number 3, number 4 for all this while for Majees Titans. Because when you have somebody like Farisco Adams, who's so impactful, you want him right at the top, and getting him at number 4, immediate results for Majees Titans.
Yes, of course. And what I really liked about his promotion up the order was it came at the right time. You had 2 quick wickets, both the openers back in the hut, and immediately realizing that they wanted to capitalize the power play. Yes, of course, that's a different story. It wasn't as good as expected. But then after the power play, Farisco Adams just continued because he got that much time spent at the crease, getting used to the feel of the wicket, and then the rest is history. 26 ball 20.
Late cut. This is going to go to the boundary as well. This is some incredible batting from Vishwa Vijayaratne, using the pace of Sufyan Mahmood on this occasion.
Plenty of runs in this over, and Sufyan Mahmood will not be happy about it at all. He'll look to correct it as much as possible. Have a look at that. Very, very late. And watched the ball past his eye level, and then at the last moment possible, put a little bit of bat behind it, beating the keeper. That's 4 any day. Never a fielder there.
Very intelligent bit of cricket from Vishwa Vijayaratne, using the pace of the bowler. And all of a sudden, Sufyan Mahmood decides to keep it a little slower.
As many as 14 runs of this over already. Just one more delivery remaining. One more legal delivery. And immediately you see Renaissance challengers are thinking, what next from here? Who are our options? How do we target these two? 1 wicket here and they will be back in the game.
Don't forget they were 18 for 2. And if at that point they would have lost that wicket of Farisco Adams, it could have been very dangerous. Good bit of fielding, keeping down to just a single. So 15 runs from the first over of Sufyan Mahmood, then it's an expensive one. 12 overs done, 89 for the loss of 2, Majees Titans. Amar Shah to continue. He's been expensive. 18 in his 2 overs. Adam Farisco, 27 of 21. Looking for a big shot. Slog sweep. Gets the inside part of the bat. And they're going to be pushing for the second.
They're going to get the second as well. A little bit of a chase for Sufyan Mahmood. Amar Shah today has been very accurate in 1 over and then absolutely clobbered in the next. Farisco Adams, Vishwa Vijayaratne, both now striking above the balls faced. So one might just think that now is the time that they should be looking to play a few more additional riskier shots. They seem to have gotten their eye in.
Oh, poor fielding, Amar Shah.
What's also very, very good to see is that Farisco Adams realizes the value of a dot ball. He wants to make every ball an event. Every ball, the scoreboard needs to keep going and running.
And if you're talking about the current equation requiring 41 runs in probably 46 deliveries, the game is completely in their control. Oh, goes really deep into the crease. He wanted to slaughter that delivery.
Yeah, and look at that sheepish smile of Vishwa Vijayaratne. He wanted to play a very, very cheeky shot. Just somehow wanted bat to meet ball on that occasion. And then at the end of it, just making a fool of himself, falling over.
Dancing down the track, and it's only going to be a single.
Good going here from Majees Titans. One might think that at over number 5, they were 25. And then the rest of the runs have been scored between over number 5 and over number 13. They are on 93 now, so that's very, very good to know that how this is. I think this has been cut well. It's going to be only a single, but intentions are clear that they're looking for boundaries nevertheless. Relentless approach, not tiring.
Especially the courageous decision of promoting Adam Fresco. That has been a standout one. Amr Kalim, yes, very experienced, but to do something like that is incredible thought process. Oh, catching opportunity. Asif Khan Pathan has held on to that one. I'm not really sure whether he's celebrating it or he's just fielded it well.
No, I believe it was a bump ball, or rather it was just something that dropped just short of Asif Khan Pathan. So disappointment still for Renaissance Challengers, as another over goes for as much as 5 runs, and they still want it to be lower than that. 13 overs gone, 94 for the loss of 2. Majees Titans after 13 overs, 94 for 2. Right-hander Ferisco Adams still out there, along with Vishwa Vijayaratne, who's both of them have done some good scoring. Are looking to target Sufyan Memo towards the onside. He's powered that one towards deep mid-wicket. Some good effort out there in the deep. Will only be a single, but that was muscled.
Great bit of fielding by Amanullah. At long on. 38 of 41 deliveries. Completely in control with 8 wickets in hand. They should win this 10 out of 10 times.
No, Pranav. I don't think you should go down that road at the moment.
No hiccups here. It's a certain win for Majees Titans here. 38 of 41 deliveries. 2 batters, 46 of 42 and 32 of 25. Dancing down the track, and it's only going to be a single. Oh, they're pushing for the second. This is good running. And some mediocre fielding by Hanif. It was never a 2. It's just that he didn't take off, and Sufyan Mahmood is not really impressed by that effort. He's still giving Hanif a stare. He's still continuing to look at him. He's really not happy with Hanif.
Yeah, this is tough conditions, especially with all that humidity and that heat. The bowlers coming in from that run up and delivering the ball, and then the fielders not executing the plan well. This is absolutely unacceptable, especially for a player of the caliber of Sufyan Mahmood, who wants to be backed up by fielders. Now a field change.
48 of 43. That's a good knock by Vishwa Vijayaratne. Make it 44, but doesn't matter because at the moment the equation completely in control.
And they'll want to do that as well. They'll still want to play a very, very safe knock from here onwards. Get to your personal milestones and ensure that the team gets to a win. That has to be paramount for both Vishwa and Ferisco Adams. A little bit of change in the field on the offside now. Point comes back inside the circle as extra cover goes back.
Want something to happen here, Sufyan Mahmood. But at the moment, Vishwa Vijayaratne is well focused on getting to that milestone.
And rightly so, because he's fought for a large part of this innings. 2 wickets down, and Majees Titans looked in deep worry there. But now, because of the effort that he and Farisco Adams have put in, things are looking very, very comfortable. Things are looking very assuring for the Majees Titans.
The partnership, especially the partnership, exactly 80 of 60 deliveries. And that's where they've probably won the game. Short of lane, then catching opportunity. It's a prize wicket of Adam Farisco. Commentators curse, you talk about it, we just keep repeating about it because we really believe that Adam Farisco had seized the game here. And all of a sudden, Sufyan Mahmood finds a way to get his back.
Yeah, it did seem like to be a tired-looking shot, and because of the conditions out there, it's very, very tough for the players to keep going at it for a very long time. Adam Farisco, he's been in there since the power play, and now looking to hit that sweet spot on the bat, but the shot did seem to be lacking a little bit of power. Out goes Farisco Adams, and Majees Titans have lost their 3rd wicket. Crucial moment in the game as a new batter comes out into the centre, left-handed Wasim Ali. He'll have 1 ball to face against Sufyan Mahmood. And what an important innings by Farisco Adams coming to an end. But what's going to happen after this is going to be equally important and defining.
Look at that. Intent from Wasim Ali. Very first delivery, walking towards Sufyan Mahmood and then playing him on the front foot. 14 overs done. 1 short of 100 for the loss of 3 is Majees Titans. Amanullah, the man with the magic arm, always makes something happen. The last time he was bowling, he got the back of Amr Kaleem. And that was only because of a run out. So he does make things happen. Can he do something special here with 2 left-handers? Wasim Ali 1 of 1, Vishwa 49 of 45. And Wasim Ali at the moment is happy and content with rotating the strike.
Yes, absolutely, because Vishwa has been there for a large amount of time. He's already seen Amanullah Rafiqi in the previous spell. And certainly Farisco Adams and Vishwa Vijay Ratne had taken him to the cleaners. And you can figure that out from his figures at the moment. 2.121. Well spread out field. Looking for that slog. Oh, looking to take that single, quick single, but the keeper was too quick, Hamad Mirza. With that previous single, Majees Titans breached the 3-figure mark. It's 100 for 3 now. And with only 33 runs to get, what should be the approach of the Majees Titans? Should they just tick along for singles and doubles and see this game through?
It's mere formalities. Is that what I wanted to say? And I really thought that probably castled Vishwa Vijayaratne, who was trying to sweep the ball, which was really full. But mere formalities. Can't take it away from Majees Titans. They've done the hard part. They just need to conclude the game.
Drives towards the covers. He'll look to take the second, but be content with one, and immediately looks towards the dressing room. It's a job unfinished, but it's a job well done so far. Solid knock here from Vishwa Wijayaratne, a 50 to his name.
What an incredible knock. Vishwa Wijayaratne promoted, and he's done the job that was required. Controlled aggression. And most importantly, he's got Majees Titans really close to that victory line. To a point where we can just say it's mere formalities. Wasim Ali, the man in form, loves to play big shots. And at the moment, he's just getting his eye in.
Yeah, probably the right approach, and that is what's expected of him. He must be coming out of the dressing room with instructions to play a very, very responsible knock, and that's the need of the hour. One ball remaining before that 15-over mark. He goes big, Vishwa Wijayaratne. He's probably the right person to play those aggressive shots at the moment. Take the riskier option. He's been there for quite a bit of time. A single to end the over, as many as 4 runs from this Amanullah Rafiqi over. 15 gone, 103 for 3. Majees Titans still in the hunt.
Exactly 13 needed. The last 5. They cannot lose another game after being in command for a long, long time, as we have witnessed last night against Royal Oman Stallions. Vishwa, a brilliant 51. That single, he moves to 52, and Jamil Zaidi joins me in the comm box. Jamil bhai, going has been good, but Vishwa, what a knock.
Both Vishwa and Frisco did the damage to Renaissance Challengers. What a brilliant partnership between them. That almost taken the match away from Renaissance Challengers at the moment. But not to forget yesterday's match. They were going almost for cakewalk, and then suddenly they collapsed, and Royal Stallions won the match.
And Jamil bhai was in shock because when he left, just 30 runs were needed, 6 wickets in hand, and he was shocked to know from there Majees Titans lost that game. Change of pace, well disguised, cunning, slower delivery from Sufyan.
This man is really, really incredible. Sufyan Mahmood, bringing all his experience and bowling according to the situation. Knows very well how Wasim Ali is, because both of them part of the national team. But here's the game of nerves between Wasim Ali and Sufyan Mahmood.
And that too, he was a part of Renaissance Challengers till the previous season, making a switch to Majees Titans. Had a wonderful start to this season with the bat as well as with the ball. Wasim Ali. Somewhere down the line, these two batters, they will be thinking, we made a mistake yesterday by playing that false shot. Now, especially Vishwa, he needs to stay till the end, get those remaining 28 runs.
This is a time for patience for Vishwa. He's playing superbly. A brilliant half century has done. Take the team out of the trouble. They were almost 18 for 2 at one stage. Upon the face of the bat and got single. And it was Frisco who did the most damage to Challengers. Couple of sixes by himself, and of course immediately after that Vishwa had got couple of maximums as well.
Oh, that completely shifted the momentum in side of Majees Titans. Two technically, in fact, one technically sound batter, Vishwa, and Adams, who loves to play those big shots, very strong toward the leg side. A free-flowing batter, Ferrisco Adams. Inside out, goes over the covers. One bounce, 4 runs.
This is the first loose delivery from Sufyan in this over. Apart from that, the first one he bowled was got 15 runs in that one. What a brilliant shot. Look at that one coming towards the leg stump and creating the gap over the extra for number 4.
A majestic, lofted over that cover region with ease. Effortless looking shot from the blade of Wasim Ali. There's no fine leg. There's short mid wicket. Now there's a change in the field. He's making quite a few adjustments. Not sure exactly which fielder he's going to remove from the 30-yard circle. Change in plans for Sufi. The field remains the same. So 8 runs with that single in this over. It's Nelson on board, 16 gone. Majees Titans are looking good. With 4 more overs left in this game and 22 to get for Majees Titans, will they attack Amanullah just to make sure to have that net run rate in check? So no fine leg. There's short mid wicket, short third, point cover. One more delightful shot from the blade of Wasim Ali, dancing down the track with ease. He takes Amanullah out of the equation towards that extra cover region.
He's such a dangerous batter, Wasim Ali. Look at that, come down the wicket, going towards the leg side, picks the gap to the extra cover for the maximum. And we'll have to just see, yes, it's a boundary. So anyway, 4 more important run comes to Majees Titans, and they are just asking the umpire.
He's not happy. He thinks it was a maximum, but the on-field umpire already giving that signal of 4 runs. Throughout this innings, we have seen the way Vishwa has got those runs, and now Wasim Ali, after hitting a boundary, the very next delivery, both Vishwa and Wasim Ali made sure to rotate the strike. This has been the beauty of Majees Titans in this tournament.
They do have so many match winners in their team. Struggling to reach his crease, Vishwa.
And I was so impressed with the fitness level of these players. Tough conditions, but running between the wickets has been excellent. In the first inning, we have seen Sufyan Mahmood and Hamad Mirza running hard, converting singles into doubles when boundaries were dried up. Now, in no mood to throw their wickets, Vishwa and Wasim Ali targeting those singles after getting that early boundary in this over.
Very intelligently playing, both Wasim and Vishwa. Coming down, bait it out towards the long on for the single. Thoroughly professional approach by these two to make the things easy for Majees Titans to go to win this match.
Goes down on one knee and he launches that towards square leg region for a maximum. He started this over with a boundary And Wasim Ali ends with a flourish with a maximum.
That was a bad delivery. Too short. Even all the time in the world. Bend down from the middle of the bat towards the square leg for the maximum. Over number
17 overs done here, inching closer. Smooth sailing for Majees Titans is 125 for the loss of 3. So 16 runs from the previous over, now 8 needed to seal the game. Majees Titans, they bowled well, especially the last 3 overs of the first innings by the fast bowler. Boundaryless overs by Abid and Hemal Tandel kept challenges to 132. A well-planned chase by their batters, especially this man, Vishwa, always among the runs. Running hard, Wasim Ali, not being greedy, pushing his partner to come back and take the strike. 2 runs taken in the process.
nice running between the wickets. Brilliant. And that's what required from these two players. They just like to finish the game as early as they can. After the match, we'll see how much run rate will be there for the number 2 slot.
Royal Oman Stallions just dropping 1 game, wherein Titans, they have lost 2. So is Yalla Shabab Giants. They went on to lose their second encounter, second game in fact. 1 to Majees and 1 to Royals. For that scoop, change of pace and nicely bowled, coming around the wicket. Vishwa trying to be cheeky there.
Come on, guys, play the straight, go for the singles. The match is in your hand at the stage. Vishwa had to be there till the last ball being bowled and the last run being scored. Well, this is all you can. Temptation from the batter to finish the things early.
Just 6 runs needed. He has that luxury because there is no fine leg, no deep fine. There's a fielder at square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on short mid wicket towards that leg side. So just wanted to exploit that gap. Go straight down the ground, 1 bounce, and fielder covers a lot of ground to just keep that to a single.
128. Still 5 to go. Sufyan is trying to bowl his heart out to give minimum runs for the remaining 3 deliveries.
I want Wasim Ali to finish the game in this over. So at least they'll better than net run rate. 7 wickets in hand. Change of pace. Coming around the wicket, Sufyan Mahmood. Not express with the pace, but clever piece of bowling. Variations are key for Sufi.
Very difficult for a batter to hit Sufyan because it's his changing variations, intelligence he has got, experience he has got, knows the batters where he will bowl the remaining 2 deliveries.
2 more deliveries left in this over. 1 hit away from securing another win in this tournament to keep their hopes alive, to be at top of the table, in fact top 2 positions. Hanif, the fielder there. When you're that national camp, coming to practice session on a daily basis, the physios, the trainers taking care of you, the way these boys are maintaining themselves, it's a very good sign. He batted almost 14 overs in this tough condition. Sufyan Mahmood and the wicketkeeper Hamad Mirza now also putting a lot of effort in his bowling, and Hamad behind the stumps.
Played it out towards the long on boundary. 4 runs to Majees Titans, and they have won the match by 7 wickets, 134 for 3 in 18 overs. What a win.
A complete collective team effort from Majees Titans. What a comeback. After losing that game against Royal Oman Stallions, they bounced back in style. Hamad Ifraq, Nadeem and Sufyan and Amanullah, they tried their best, but they were not able to stop the flow of run from the blade of Vishwa, Wasim Ali and Adams. And it took 18 overs.
Splendid performance from Majees Titans. They lost 2 quick wickets, number of 18 runs. But finally it was Adam Frisco and Vishwa who built the innings with an approximately 85 runs partnership between them. And finally it was Wasim Ali who came and had some long handle, got some maximums, and win the team for the Majees Titans.
A tough outing yet again here at Oman Cricket Academy for Renaissance challengers, and the likes of Amir Kaleem, a rare sight to see that scoreboard, no run. Next to Amir Kaleem, faced 6 deliveries, Abhinav got 9, but what a partnership between Ferisco and Vishwa Vijayaratne. Vishwa remained unbeaten on 59, valuable 32 from the blade of Ferisco Adams, and Wasim Ali yet again among the runs. A great cameo, 13 balls, 26.
And for the bowling card, it was only 1 wicket for Nadeem Khan, 1 for 14, and Sufyan Mahmood 1 for 37. None other bowlers performed today as they used to be. So all 134 for 3. Majees Titans in 18 overs with the 8 extras.
Very economical was Hanifullah, but went wicketless here. It's 10:40 p.m. Early finish, day 9. Abhinav started brilliantly by playing those 2 beautiful drives towards the top side. But Nadeem came in and he got better of Abhinav. A brilliant catch by Hamad Mirza. Then Vishwa Vijayaratne has been promoted up the order. And Amir Kareem is suicidal. There was never a run. Asif Khan. Clean pickup and quick release result in the fall of Amir. Adams arrived and he got those runs in his own style. Very strong towards the leg side, showcasing his power. So was Vishwa Vijayaratne. Both the batters targeted that leg side region, finding those boundaries at will, being cheeky, playing very late, finding those gaps, kept the fielders busy, and this was the end of Adams. A good catch taken by Amanullah, then joined by Wasim Ali. Vishwa Vijayaratne and Wasim Ali make sure there are no more casualties, and Wasim Ali finishes this game with a boundary to secure a thumping victory against Renaissance Challengers. Let's see the match summary, how this match panned out. Renaissance Challengers 132 for the loss of 4. It was Mirza's excellent 63 unbeaten and Sufyan Mahmood's 32. The partnership between these two boys helped them to post 132. Tandel was economical as well, as he got those couple of wickets, a wicket apiece to Abid Khan and Shafiq Jan. Majees Titans chasing 133. They went past that 133 in 18 overs, losing just 3 wickets, 59 unbeaten for Vijayaratne. Wasim Ali also remained unbeaten on 26. Nadeem Khan and Sufyan Mahmood sharing a wicket apiece. Majees Titans winning this game by 7 wickets. So double header day comes to an end with this game, And we'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be post-match presentation at the sidelines. Amin Wagle.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Great result here for the Majees Titans. This is Oman D20 powered by Fancode. We've just concluded match number 22 where the Majees Titans took on Renaissance Challengers. And batting first, Renaissance Challengers made 132 for the loss of 4 wickets. A fighting knock by Hamad Mirza and Sufyan Mahmood. And just when you thought that Renaissance Challengers were riding on a momentum here, a very, very gritty knock by none other than Vishwa Wijeratne. He scored 59 of 57 deliveries and ensured that the Majees Titans saw it through to the finish lines. Our man of the match for tonight, Vishwa Wijeratne. He'll collect a medallion from umpire Mujahid K. And of course, I'm not going to let you go without a chat here. Vishwa, first of all, congratulations. And what does this mean to you at the moment?
At the moment is I'm so happy. So we need to bring it like deep. That's why. So we don't want to break that momentum. So we carry through like game by game.
Majees Titans has been a different sort of a team, especially since the last 1 year, struggling in a few areas, not so much in the other areas. But then what's so different about this season?
About this season, we had a good coach right now, good management already. And we had so many experienced players, around like 3-4 national players also. That is the big difference for us.
Okay, take us through your innings. What were the conditions like and what was the thought process, especially losing 2 wickets at the top of the order?
Yeah, it's a little bit slow and turn track. So when I was in there, it's a little bit hard, but when you settle down over there, you can carry on like one by one, one by one. It's easy.
More important than your knock, you must be happy about consolidating that top of the table position. Two very, very crucial points, especially, losing that game last evening and today, this afternoon, Royal Oman Stallions bagging that victory.
Yeah, that's it. This is very important game for carry for our goal. It's like championship. So one by one, we achieve like that.
All right. All the very best. And once again, congratulations. It's a very, very top-notch innings from your side. That's all we have from the post-match presentation ceremony. And do stay tuned. We've got a lot of cricketing coming action your way, but not tonight, definitely tomorrow. That's all from me now.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way.